And this is my brother Jason. Together we are 2/3 of Basically Banana Productions. Previously what we've been working on is a weapons package for Unity for people who wanted to create FPS shooter games. And we've been updating that. But as we've neared the 1.0 release of this package, we started shifting gears towards making our first proper game. Previously we made sort of a web-based first-person shooter called Cube Shooter Arcade, where you basically ran around with these different weapons shooting these little cube guys. And we'd originally created these little cube guys because they were pretty simple. We wanted to get a game out. And we actually found out there's kind of a lot of interesting stuff you can do with little cube guys. So we are now making the sequel, Cube Shooter 2. I'm sure it'll have some different names. So here we're showing off all the weapons and things we've used. Make use of our own weapons package, which you can find just by looking up Basically Banana. First thing you'll notice here is actually, one of the things we've got is a lot of different ammo types we're trying to include. A lot of variety for gameplay, both enemies and things like that. So if Jason shoots here at a grouping of cubes, you'll see there's a chance to proc a little lightning effect. An AoE that zaps all the cubes around it. And we've been working on all sorts of different ammo types. The cubes you see here, these are placeholders. We have really just started shifting gears towards making this. These Gatling cubes are sort of a grab. If Jason slows down for a second, you'll notice they show the pack-up animations, so run away, so they like throw the Gatling guns back on their back. And we also have these shield cubes who protect the other cubes around them. I think what we're really trying to do is trying to make a game that works on multiple levels. We're trying to make a game that's really fun, where you can just pick up, go from any of these 32 different weapons, throw in any different ammo type. You can put in wind ammo, ice ammo, and so on. Really customize and just have fun killing a bunch of cubes. And we're also trying to make a game that has some. There's no one for him to protect. So
yeah, so he doesn't know what to do because he's a defender cube, and I happen to finish off all the other ones. So he's just gonna.
So his logic right now says go try to protect someone, and now he's all alone. So why don't you switch to the other scene too, so we can show some of the graphics.
So one thing is that I've been doing the graphics work sort of in the Unity 3 beta because I want to try out all the new sort of graphical effects and things. So it's being in a beta, it's a little prone to crashing in this version.
A lot prone to crashing.
It eventually crashes, is I guess what I would say. So this is just sort of a graphics demo of one of the levels.
So you travel around visiting these different planets. One of the planets is the Ruins planet here. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty early stages.
That
there you go. Yeah, so we probably won't be working in free trial for now, yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add, Jason?
Not really. Do you want to show the weapon?
Yeah, if you can get the announcement through the internet.
Can you talk about like what kind of customizations you can do to this package you're developing?
Well,
yeah. So we're going to try to actually. Does anyone have the code for the internet still?
Sign into Cambridge.
I already read that.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's UN831.
You probably accept the currency.
Oh, good.
All right. So that's pretty early on. The weapons package we've been working on is basically a way for anyone who's trying to make an FPS shooter game with Unity to save a lot of time. It actually makes use of a lot of the custom editor scripts that the main presentation talked about. We're trying to make all of this as simple as possible. It's still not in its 1.0 release. We're getting very close. In our most recent release, for example, we've added support for flamethrower style weapons, particle style weapons. Right now it supports projectile launchers of all different kinds. You've got your hit scan weapons, your raycast, sort of instant fire weapons. Melee weapons are supported, and thrown weapons as well. Can all be very easily customized and set up in Unity. You just bring in your model with its animations, and then it's all there in the inspector for you to tweak. You can change easily just by changing the boolean, whether it's a burst fire, whether it's single fire, auto fire, so on and so forth. You'll also notice all the models here. We're going to set up a store within the next week or two, where if anyone sees a model they can pretty cheaply pick it up and use it with no experience.
So yeah, here's the melee.
Yeah.
What's going on in the top there?
That is weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole table over there. weapon pickup, for
Yes.
example, that's also in the package as well. So the little pop-up that shows weapon information, the ability to put down and pick up weapons, that's also in the package. You know, you can do shell by shell reloading, for example. So if you want to have a shotgun that doesn't reload instantly, you want to load it in. That's absolutely a possibility. And once again, easily configured. You can have shell ejection. You can shoot shells out of the gun as they're fired. You know, you can have scope textures or just iron sights with aim positions, sprinting as well. You can make the gun sway very easily with your sprint. And so yeah, that's all. It's free. It's completely free. So anyone who's thinking of making an FPS should just pick it up and try it.
And actually, anyone who saw our presentation on this at the last Boston Uni Group event will remember the singularity weapon.
Yeah. So there's a lot of freedom to customize what your weapons do beyond just even setting up the basics. So this thing sucks in everything, and then you'll see shortly.
Now it also slows down time.
Oh, that's neat. Detonates them spectacularly. So that's it. Any questions?
So you said,
Are there any weird little implications of selling like real world weapons?
You know,
Not yet.
Not yet.
not yet. No. The mailbox is empty of horrible threats to our family. So as far as I know, no.
so you said this was free, but you said you're setting up a web store?
Right. So we're setting up a web store for the actual models
Well,
we've created.
not just the models. Basically, one of the things about our package is that it's really easy to sort of plug in your own things. Like, for instance, the singularity weapon is just a single projectile script. So the singularity weapon would be one of the things that you could buy, because I made that separate from the package. So we're planning on doing various other sort of plugins and things
Right.
like that.
So for an example, in the cube shooter, I threw together an A-star pathfinding algorithm for the cubes, and as well as a wave spawning script. And packages like that may eventually be available on that store as well. But the weapons package is always going to be free. It's always going to be supported and updated as much as we can.
Have you tested with Unity 3 at all?
There's a couple small problems with Unity 3. It's hard to tell what sort of beta glitches. You saw before we were playing the demo in Unity 3, and it crashes fairly regularly. So,
In that one scene.
yeah. Well,
Which is the
yeah.
main scene.
So I think it's going to take time to figure out exactly what we need to change, but we're probably going to keep two versions.
Yeah.
One of which is for Unity 3 and one of which is for 2.6.
So you have like till like September or October.
Yeah.
You could also keep the package just one and do version
Yeah.
conditional compilation on the.
Okay.
Quickly give you guys an answer. Legal logistics, at least looking at the airsoft market, as long as you don't use the actual name of the weapon and
Yeah,
create
change it
your
a little
own
bit.
name, you should probably cut.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good information.
Yeah. You just change the name and it will look exactly the same. So.
Cool.
Okay.
You have to change some aspects though. Heckler and Koch have like the round scope trademarked and the auto fire. If you use that without a license, they'll go after you.
All right.
Okay.
So I'd love to see the singularity weapon on the mushroom.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you.